We did it. Well, we currently did it. Who knows? 5 minutes from now, it could be very different. But loot the Pathfinder. 5 minute 2/4. Double strike. Vigilance. Haste. And then it has exhaust, which is you can only do that ability once. The top one is basically Dark Ritual. The next one is Ancestral Recall? Or Astral Recall? No, Ancestral Recall. And then the bottom one is Lightning Bolt. You only do them once. You can reset loot with flickering it or having it die or something. And then there's, a couple of cards. One of them is like you can activate exhaust abilities as if they have not been exhausted yet. It's like a 3-mana green creature. You could do that as well. But I think the flicker stuff... Well, the big reason is I don't have room for every card ever. It is standard. So, I have to make cuts and stuff. And the flicker stuff works with everything, not just resetting exhaust. So I kind of lean more into these. Like, you can flicker Roxanne, other stuff like that. So these kind of feel a little bit better. So the Spider-Man set doesn't bring a bunch of new crazy stuff, but it does have the camera, another flicker thing like this. You can also exile your opponent's creatures and then just, kill them. But this just copies something, and you can copy Loot's abilities. You can copy Roxanne's stuff, just anything, really. And that's kind of neat. And Go-Go, which I don't believe I've ever put in any deck ever, does kind of the same thing. For essentially the same amount of mana. It's just 2 mana to copy it once, and then has the upside of copying it 55 times if you feel so inclined. I suppose there's a world in which I Lightning Bolt my opponent for like 18 damage or something with these two in play at the same time, which is funny. But other than that, it's mostly blue and green because, well, that's just the colors to beat. So those are the colors to play. But I do have Ureni and Roxanne because they're really good. Ureni doesn't have to be in here, but it's a really cool card, and I like it, and it's a giant teamer thing. Who doesn't like those? So that it is in here. But other than that, it's basically the same list, or very close to the same list I was playing with Bonnie Paul, which is wildly successful, but, it's a blue-green deck, so it doesn't have to try much, right? I am running Frontier Bivouac instead of a Temple or a Surveil Land because I like the card, and it just, you set it and forget it. I don't really feel too bad, but it's probably right that this is some kind of Temple. I'm not really concerned about it not having the third color. It's just a red source because I don't need a lot of red sources, but I want to make sure I have one every game. So I have like, actually, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7 red sources, and a few ways to find at least the first, the only mountain, so that's not too big of a deal. If this gets blown up, then I guess we're really upset, but someone would have to do that to us. Oh wait, Bonnie reanimates lands, doesn't it? They come out of the graveyard as well, yeah, so not too concerned. But yep, that's what it looks like. Let's see what happens. Like, of all the things to lose to in that board state, Endurance was not one I anticipated. Mono white, that thing. So this has beaten us, I think, no, did it beat me last time? I think it did, yeah. I think it did. Okay, they don't seem to have an answer to the Lane of Rails, so it looks like we're going to get in there with the old... this thing. Look at that, we already got the mountain. Too easy. So I don't want to play loot next turn and then do nothing with it. But fortunately, we have something better to do anyways. Go on, opponent. You can kill Roxanne all you like. You know what would have maybe even been more funny? Is to actually just copy the Heaped Harvest and get a second land that way. That would have been kind of interesting. Now they have to kill Roxanne. They just have to kill Roxanne. Otherwise, playing this wouldn't really have made much sense. Yep, there it is. There it is. Alright, so now we can loot. I don't know what 1 mana is going to do against us. So we just cast loot here. Wait, let's think about this. Alright, I thought about it. Found the line. Alright, yep. We're going to, at the very least, draw 3, but I'm probably just not going to activate it until my opponent's turn. I wonder, is this... Wait a minute. This happened with Bonnie Paul. I feel like eventually we just get a giant, ridiculously sized doppelgang and just win. I feel like that happens in this matchup a lot, but I could be wrong. Alright, it's not going to happen if I don't draw a mana. Let's just take 2 lands. Yep, let's just take 2 lands, because I have a land drop this turn and 1 for next turn. It's kind of just the same as the ramp spell, although the ramp spell would let me also do something else, so... They did not play Ketramos. Interesting. I do play an indestructible creature. Surely I untap with it. I did. Maybe. Surely. Kind of. Okay. That is a really weird card. Huh. Very strange. Oh, they have to go to discard, huh? That's funny. Very funny. Alright, I drew a land. Can this swing? Even number, so it cannot swing. Let's play Bonnie? No, I kind of want to play Bonnie next turn, actually. No, we can just play it now. Who cares? It's giant and stupid. How do we not just put that in play? Yeah, late game against blue-green, I'm sure it's going to not have a good time. But I can't quite remember. It will kind of just kill everything I play over and over until, you know, something changes. So we can play this. Yeah, we take our time with this. Just grab some lands. And if they deal with this card, then I guess I just took lands out of my deck. Who's it really upset with that? I think I will deal with Ketramos with eaten by piranhas. And then pass. I don't want them to recast it, obviously. So, what is Doppelgang... What is the line with Doppelgang here? I don't know why they had to think about that. He said they were thinking. I feel like that was a very self-evident line. Let's just name Noble. Doesn't actually matter. Noble sounds funny. Let's do this. And then swing. This is also very annoying to kill. It's actually really annoying to kill this thing. Let's play this as a 2/2, because I'm not interested in anything else with this familiar, so as a 2/2 it's better. I'm not going to mill myself with it. Killing loot just gives me more cards, so I don't really know if they want to kill it. They also don't really have to care about it. All it does is draw 3. Okay, I don't really agree with this. I just don't agree with this. I'm drawing 3 and I can do it again next turn now, whereas I otherwise could not. This is kind of maybe a mistake. I don't see the reason to do this. Okay, they take out that thing, sure. How many lands were left? Just 3. Okay, so I can blow up Sheltered by Ghosts, I guess. Yeah, alright, why not? Not too concerned about it, I guess. I don't know. I actually get the card back and I can exile even more lands. That's funny. There is no reason to fight over that. There is no reason to fight over that. Alright, more lands. Love to see it. Oh, it's only 2? And then... pass. Do they play anything that would want to copy like crazy? Sure. Kind of weird to have that card, but then exile graveyards, I feel. They did not draw a card, they just decided to scry 2 instead. I feel like drawing might have been a little bit more ideal. Opponent doesn't attack me. I'm very confused. Opponent's playing very strange. Alright, we can play this. And then we can... Oh, they just don't want me to hit them, I guess. Alright, fair enough. We can draw immediately. Find something to do. Again, my opponent's just giving me cards. Like, I don't know why you would kill this. The only reason I can draw is because you're killing it. World Wagon's pretty nice. Oh, like that. Okay. Okay, what does this do? Sure. That's something to copy with Doppelgang. Not to much avail, but it's something to do at least. Now they swing. I don't know what's different this time. I mean, I still have it. Ouroborid. Pride. Ultima's already been cast. I think Ultima's actually exiled, yeah. I can't doppelgang it now, but... let's do this. Opponent's gonna need more than just simply removal, I think, to do the thing. I can actually copy their virtue if they play it as well. But that wouldn't stop all the exiling. So they can exile exchange with the Charming Prince? Well, I can't doppelganger the World Wagon anymore. It's not possible. They're dedicating removal to the 1/1? Weird. I mean... Oh, they're making a 1/1, alright. Didn't see that. Okay. Another 3 cards, I guess? I feel like I don't even really care about my opponent's, Kaya. Only 1 more land. Might as well heaped harvest it now. Alright, what's in our deck that matters? Ureni, Roxanne, Mossborn. I need some kind of win condition. It shouldn't be too difficult to find one, but we'll see. It shouldn't be too difficult. There's 17 cards left. Are there dead creatures? There's Bramble Familiar. And target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Then destroy all creatures. Why do they really want to do this? Next end step. So let's do that. Okay. Interesting. Alright, we found a spirit. That's always nice. Found Roxanne, which is almost lethal completely on its own, which is actually hilarious, but it's not quite lethal. So let's poke you. And then I have to do it now, so... How much mana is this? 5, 10, 14 mana. 12. 4. So I can do it 4 times. 1, The creature token? I could do the creature token for Crater Hoof. I don't think I need more shocks. Unless this was lethal and I missed lethal. Did I miss lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4. Worldwide? Okay, yeah. I don't actually know which one. Let's get a green and a blue. So I can play my commander, but that's kind of no. Wait, what do I? Of course I can't play my commander. What am I talking about? I can only do this, and I will do this. All right. So next turn, I really want to draw a land. Ideally. Of course not. It's just like I lose instantly if whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I refuse to do nothing for this turn cycle. I could flicker the Springbloom Druid. That feels so bad though. It feels so bad. I'll just play my commander and concede. Okay, they didn't have it. Unbelievable. Never punished. Unbelievable. Combat. Unbelievable. Thought we were doomed. I only have one blue source, so I can't do this in the same turn cycle. Not too upset about that. Let's play this untapped and pass the turn. Look, this just taps for 3, right? I don't care about Lewis for 10. That's fine. What does that do? Exile from a graveyard, put a flying death touch lifelink. Huh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This thing? This thing feels really annoying to play against. Alright, let's go into combat. Swing. Get rid of this. Opponent does have a Crawling Barrens, which is funny. Oh, they also have the weird one, too, that's stuck as a creature forever. I'm down with it. Yeah, we'll just play this. That's fine. I need more blue mana instead of red mana. Well, we have an indestructible creature now that draws cards. They did not go all the way. They could have done that for more. I don't know why. That seems strange. It must be a removal spell or something. Yeah, this is a cool command. I like it as a commander. I had a really good time playing it. So let's play. Huh. The mana game? I'm not gonna River's Rebuke. And then let's play you? And then pass. I have the mana one left. Does that change anything? Not really. No. Not really, at least. It doesn't have trample. They can fly, but I have Spagoodle. So, blue, blue, blue. 1, 2, 3. This is really funny. Mm-hmm. Do I copy this? No, not that. I'd rather copy the lightning bolt or something ridiculous. Alright, let's go to combat. Swing. Swing. Force the issue. So, lightning bolt. We have 1 lightning bolt and then 4 more, which is not that exciting, but it's kind of funny. So, I'm gonna do it. Where did the first one go? Shoot, did I lightning bolt this already? Does anyone know? Yes. Okay, I did. Oh wow, we missed lethal? We did miss lethal. We could have swung for 2 more. That is actually really funny. I could have at least attempted to swing for 2 more. They might have a spell, like a removal spell or something, but that's funny. No guarantee I have any, like, they could still kill one of these, but still. If I did more thinking, I thought I needed to tap this to activate Go-Go more. I might have counted this as a mana source, and I thought I had another one or something. I don't know. I don't believe their commander stabilizes. No, it doesn't. If they tap out, they're just doomed. Yeah. Are they? Hold on. That's not true. I don't know if that's true. Alright, looks like it's not the case anyways. They can do it for 6? Like, yeah, they can do it for 6, I guess. Oh yeah, I could have sent another lightning bolt face as well. Yep, that's true. Alright, they're at 8. I can kill it with this now, and then they can do it again, but not for lethal or anything close. Rebuke would... I would just die if I cast River's Rebuke. Well, if I cast it right now, at least. I just lose the game on the spot. Do this for... I don't even have to count it, just do it. Correct. Now they only have it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can play this. Yeah, if I had a different 1/1 counter sequence here, they were dead. But technically, lethal has already been missed from me. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look like it's met. They can only do it for 6 this cycle, and that's obviously not enough. Oh, alright, well this isn't a real hand. Oh, it's against this thing. No! Alright, they're doing what we're doing, but they're doing it better. Oh no. They're doing it slightly better. Maybe it's lateral. Maybe it's lateral. I don't know. I think it's slightly not lateral though. That's my TED talk. This is not a lateral experience. They had to block as well. Yeah. I mean, because they had to block, the only thing I was respecting was a card out of their hand. And there was really no reason to respect it. So I just didn't see it. Alright, I can keep this, but it's unfortunate I have to name Elf. Ooh, who needs to name Elf on their Cavern of Souls? Not me, not this guy. Literally never me. Alright, play you. This is just the time to play this, because if they don't deal with it, they lose. I'll just play the Must Answer Threat instead of the mana. Oh, is this the old 2 and a 4 I lose? Is that what's going on here? 2 and a 4 I lose? Name Noble. Or Beast, or something. And then play this. Oh, I could have... Wait, why did I think about this and then decide not to do it? Why am I like this? Alright, well, because we did it, we just get 1 extra damage in. But I should have played the Herd Heirloom. That's why I did it in that order. I don't know, I made a mistake. Somewhere in that line of thinking I had forgot I had things to do. Looks like they do not have an answer for it, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, we are actually maxed punished for that. That's really annoying. It's exceedingly annoying. Yep, just like Omega maxed punished. This dies anyways. Send it. Although, actually, we didn't respect River's Rebuke, so... Whoops. Do I draw? Does anyone draw? No one draws and you blow up mine? Okay. Virtue of Strength. Huh? Okay, so just Omniscience next turn? I don't have the blue anymore. I did kind of need the blue. Alright, well, this is what it is. I wonder if activating the Pride was slightly better? Maybe. Oh, I guess I... Oh, wait, nope, it didn't let me. No, I can't anymore. Green. Yeah, no, it costs 4. I don't have the mana. I don't have the mana. Again, the issue is double blue anyways, which I just don't have, so... Wouldn't matter regardless. Wait, I thought I tapped for 3. Oh, it's only basic lands. Ew. I mean, it's still kind of just Omniscience anyways, regardless. Yeah. Okay. So, Crater Hoof lethal? No, because I have to tap this and this. So it's 2 creatures, it's 10 plus... Oh, it is lethal, right? 2 creatures, +4 +4 to each. Get me to... Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting that kind of lethal. Not gonna lie to you. This is a reckless hand, but I don't know if I can control myself. I need to keep this hand. But it's got some problems in it. Let's be real. And they're problems I don't have... Oh, wait, okay, maybe... we're good. Let's play the 2/2. No, this is the kind of game where Bramble Familiar on 7 might actually be a thing. So let's maybe not do that. And we get more colors this way in a spot where it, that's a scenario in which it doesn't just die. Ouroboros, that can solo my opponent, so we cast it. Especially with the camera. If they don't kill it, it just wins the game on its own. You're out of your mind if you think I'm blocking. Wonder what that card was. Okay, another creature in play would be nice, but more mana is more nicer. Okay, well, now we just take the extra creature here. No attack. Do I have Craterhoof lethal? That's so stupid if I do. No, I don't. Okay. Wait, do I? Because the Ouroboros? No. Okay, I actually drew it. Oh, it's not lethal. Alright, it's not lethal. Let's do this for 5. No, let's do it for 3. So I can still use the camera. Lookout has reach. So we take that. And it gets a land. Most likely a land that I could actually utilize as well. And now it's lethal next turn, so I don't actually have to swing here. Oh, opponent! What happened? The must answer threat wasn't answered? You're just gonna lose to it. But yeah, we just grabbed the reach creature. They can't fly. Our stats are colossal, right? And it's just getting worse. That's why if you ever want to play a ramp spell instead of something like this, you probably should just play this. Because if your opponent doesn't answer it, they will lose at some point because they didn't. And you might as well put that must answer threat in play as soon as possible. And as we see here, it seemed like the only thing they had was a combat trick, which it's painfully obvious to dodge it when they swing with this. So I just take the damage. And unless it's just really super lethal, I don't have to care, right? You can swing for another 10 damage at me. Eventually you're not going to be able to ever swing again. It's redundant at that point. Yeah, that was not quite lethal. But I didn't consider the line regardless. Let's play nothing, because that's how magic works. I probably already lost. I might have just already lost those. I'm not really interacting too well. Come on! It keeps happening. Can I? No, I can't play it. Alright. Random 1/2. Get in there. Give me any land that I don't care what it is. Wait, what? They do not have to kill this card here. That seems weird to me. I feel like I'm never killing this. You might as well hold all your burn spells for after you cast this. It feels very strange. They could have also done it this turn as well and got more prowess. But if they needed a land, I guess they wanted to cast their commander. I don't know. It's weird. Very strange. So, play you and the Herd Heirloom? Or do I play the 2/2? I think I would rather play this. Yeah, I would rather just play this, because they might just kill the 2/2 anyways, and I'd feel bad. Whereas it might actually... Okay, they would literally killed the one I cast. It didn't matter. They would have killed both. Would have killed both. It doesn't... It's not... Like, there's no storm thing in Standard, but that's not really a big issue for this deck. It can still simply just win. It doesn't really have to storm off or anything. Alright, I put giant dumb things in play. They have to kind of answer both of them. Kind of. Demolition field? Okay. That's really weird. That's actually really weird. Huh. Mana? Nope. Dumb stats. Well, they're not going to discard anything good here. So I don't have to worry about that. In fact, they probably won't discard it. Don't even know why they're thinking about it. I'm going to... I'm not... Alright, combat. I really don't want to splash portal... Or, I mean, restitching the tokens. Especially if there's a counterspell. It would be not ideal. Let's play... Yeah, I mean, just cast these at this point. I'm not going to stitching anything my opponent could possibly ever do. Alright, looks like there was a counterspell, so that worked out. Worked out as good as it did. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Ooh, did not want to do that until I was doing something. Alright, so get rid of 3 creatures? Get rid of 4 creatures? It's actually almost just lethal. It's funny. But alas, it is not. Alright, we'll just play this. It blocks the 1/3 if that matters. And my opponent says it does. Which means... Oh, the creature has vigilance. I don't have to worry about it too much here. Again, don't want to immediately make the Drake. Opponent sees that this time. Let's still go to combat. They can make the Drake to block, which would make sense. And then River's Rebuke. Wow, they just take it? Well, it's lethal. Of course they take it. What am I talking about? I would take it too. It's literally lethal. I too would probably not block. Let's make sure we don't sack that mountain. Okay, so loot is basically lethal on its own at this point. And they still haven't dealt with Bonnie, which is lethal. And River's Rebuke's already been cast. I don't think I can die from any one spell, so they have to like Ral Desperation minus. I think. I didn't have Crater Hoof. They could not have cast those. Okay, they left themselves dead to... Yep. We'll have the cool lethal that involves loot. You have to block Bonnie. Okay, wait a minute. I made a mistake then. They didn't see it. They didn't see it. Alright, we found lethal in style. We found lethal in style. We didn't have to do this, by the way. We could have just played critical if and actually won, so... I found a way to give my opponent maybe an extra turn there. I shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. But look, I want to cast loot, alright? I want to cast loot. Leave me alone. Well, it's Ketramels, so I can just keep whatever. I think that's how it works. And if not, well, I'll just blame you guys. Oh no, it's Duress, my worst enemy. It actually was Duress, look at that. Well, I don't really know what else it could be. I don't know what it takes, actually. Okay, it takes something I do not care about. In fact, it probably takes something my opponent doesn't care about. Because last time I played this, they blew it up. Or they exiled it, I think? Yeah, they exiled it. They would have taken Roxanne had they the opportunity. Had they the option. Let's get rid of that. Let's get an island. Yep. Let's get an island. Well, they know Roxanne's showing up, so it'd be weird to tap out here and not kill Roxanne. Huh, wow. Really? Okay, so they have to tap out on their own turn then. So be it. I guess that's kind of just something this deck can just easily do anyways. Obviously, Roxanne has to die. That is not an answer to Roxanne permanently. Interesting. I think we'll just draw cards, though. That feels better than not drawing cards. And we'll just pass. I'm not going to bank on drawing Llanowar Elves or something. Hey! Alright, I mean, again, even if they kill Ketramels, like, excuse me, if they kill Loot, they just do it again. You know? Like, I just do it again. Just do it again. What are they going to do? If they don't kill... So the right thing to do here is to not kill Loot. That's like the right thing to do. So you want to like pacify it or something, or tap it down, or just take 4 damage. Just take 4 damage a couple times. And you're fine. Until you're not. But until you're not, you're fine, and you know, you're fine. You're fine until it actually matters and you die to it. But yeah, we're going to draw, and... Oh man, I love farming Ketramels. That's great. Now that's a farm. It might not be what the kids say an aura farm, but that's a farm right there. 1 into 3 I win. 1 into 3 I win. Oh, wow. Really? Blue-white doesn't want to play against this? Opponent knew, yeah. Oh, I just want to sit here for a while and just soak this in. When I was on this side of the aisle, it was a nightmare because the giant blue-green deck just keeps casting things and then you run out of answers. I don't specifically need the 1 into 3, but they didn't scoop to that. But alright, that's an aura farm. That's an aura farm. Alright, tell me it isn't. Surely someone in my chat is like 15, 16 years old and can verify if that is. We found the aura farm. I have aura for it happening, but it isn't necessarily a farm. I feel like I know what both the terms mean, but I don't know what they mean together. Because to me it sounds like something it's like a vibe check, but it's a vibe check that you emanate instead of like try to receive from the people in the room. It's like you're emanating it, which is just aura. So I don't know what the farm is, unless you're like AFK or something. Is this the reanimate deck? It is. Okay. Oh, it could be, but looks like both. Actually, it looks like my list. Huh. It looks a lot like my list. Let's play that. Let's go ahead and get an island. Wonder if it's 5 color. Mine was 4 color. It's looking a lot like my deck. Oh boy. No, it's 5 color, okay. It's not mine. They have the weird lands that I don't agree with. Alright, it's not mine. Farmville? I don't know what Farmville is. Dragon Ball Z characters standing, crossed arms, 50% of the way. You've just made me more confused. Do I swing with my World Wagon? Yikes. What do I do here? Alright, actually, I have an idea. No, I don't have an idea anymore. Swing. Just draw 3. When in doubt, draw 3. None of my ideas came to fruition, so we just draw 3. I'm not going to Lightning Bolt their commander. Wait. There's no reason to Lightning Bolt this, right? Correct. There is absolutely no reason to do anything about that card. I highly doubt it even matters. It's just mill 5. And then in like 10 years can maybe do something? I mean, they can flip it right now. It's only a sorcery, right? Yeah. Remember, opponent, killing loot means I can draw again. I can only do it once. Unless you kill it. Okay. You've convinced me. You've convinced me. That's neat. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. Land. I'm not going to cast Ureni, so... Do that. Do this. I like my opponent's deck so far. Pass, and now I just have the draw 3. I could have made mana to cast Springbloom Druid? What is that? How is that better than drawing 3? What am I even talking about? I'm in the same universe. Yuna or Terra, when gives hexproof pulled enchantments, is better as a commander. Probably Yuna, if you care about like the enchantment side of things, but this is better for anything that isn't enchantments. So, I'd say it depends what you're trying to do. Yuna's just the Enchantress deck of standard, right? And non-standard. You can play it in historic as well. They're actually just dead? Oh no, this can't swing. Oh, this card. Leave me alone. Alright, what's in the graveyard? Nothing that matters. They have a ton of mana. The hand could have cards that matter. Obviously don't know that. We can removal this. With removal, we can think harder and try to find lethal. So, let's say we did that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I tap this to 9, 10, 11, Crater Hoof is lethal. Cool. That's a cool lethal. I mean, it's Crater Hoof again, but yeah. That's a really cool lethal. That's Xaxes. Because the wagon pulls a land out, so it's Xaxes. That math I did. I actually, see, when I'm focusing, I can do the math pretty fast. I can do it just pretty fast, but I wasn't caught up talking. Yeah, it was just... We're getting used to also finding the weird lines that this deck, for some reason, is having access to. I don't think Bonnie Paul, when I played it, the deck is not that different. There's not a lot of double strike in Magic the Gathering, but boy, is it a very scary scaling ability. So I have green mana, and I have... I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Let's see what happens. This is not Catcher Mouse. This is a different beast. It's a different beast entirely. Oh, they're down to 6? They're down to 6. Alright. Down to 6 with no 1-drop. Big and true. But flickering this... Excuse me, Witness protecting it is not really that great. Maybe I still can? Yeah, maybe we still can. Like, it's... This is standard. It's not historic, so there's not a ton of things going on that flicker this. And even if they do flicker it, I would have essentially got that flicker out of hand, because it had to do something it didn't want to. I don't know. Those are the words I have for that line of thinking. I will... So we... Oh, no, we do have triple green with the glimpse. Okay. What does that do? Forsaken Miner. 2/2, 1 mana, commit a crime. Okay. Ooh, must answer threat. Everything stops, must answer threat. Game's on pause, must answer threat. They probably would most assuredly flicker the commander if they had the opportunity. It's probably the first thing they would do, I would argue. Okay, I can't kill it because they have 2 mana reanimate spells, which I am aware of. I don't want them to get it back. I guess that works too. You could just sack it. Didn't expect that kind of card, but there it is, doing the thing. So we can play Loot, and it is a must-answer threat because, yeah, we just present 2 must-answer threats now. That's what we do here. And they probably can only kill 1. If they kill Loot, I don't get the abilities, but there's a lot of damage, and that means Ouroboros didn't get killed. So both of these, this just makes sense. Obviously, if I had extra mana, life would be actually amazing, but no such world. Loot is probably more concerning than Ouroboros right now, because me untapping with it is just drawing 3 cards, which you really don't want to... And obviously taking 50 trillion damage. It's actually lethal. It was worth it, though. It was worth the 8 damage. I mean, you have to kill this. You know. The fact that they're thinking so long is probably really... They don't like the situation here. That's funny. So let's name... Crocodile? No. Let's be actually smart with it. And then... There's no haste threat out of my deck for Nature's Rhythm, but if there was, oh boy. Let's do this for 3. No. 4? I don't care. Let's just cast it, see what we find. Summon land nonsense? This is... just makes the Ouroboros even scarier, right? I guess. It doesn't really matter what I grab, so maybe getting the 2/1 with reach that finds a land was just better. Because everything is just a scary threat. It doesn't have to be this goofy one. Yeah, I think grabbing a land would have been better here. I don't know, I've only got this in play once, so... Try to get it in play again. But I don't think it's going to do anything. I mean, it can. I mean, it's not likely. Alright, second black source. So removal would be the most optimal line, which is what last turn was. Oh, they thought long and hard about last turn's removal spell that I felt was mandatory. So maybe... Okay, they did not, in fact, do that this time. Tuggy Troll, blah, sure. The Go-Go Aura farm kill? Oh no. I've cultivated a situation. I'm not even going to block that. I'm not even going to block it. I've cultivated a toxic work environment. So let's do this. They say good game, so I guess it's over. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, they grew the Ouroborid. They got it. They made it larger. Let's keep it. Enigma Jewel? Wow. That's nuts. Enters tapped, add 2 for activated abilities only, and then craft to do wild stuff. Oh, hey, they immediately found something to do with Enigma Jewel. That's just beautiful. Alright, let's play this. They immediately use the Enigma Jewel. That's crazy. So, I'm actually just going to tap out so it stops holding priority. Green is mindless in Brawl. Well, it's kind of just the best color, especially just given the format. Singleton 60, Singleton 100 cards. It just finds all your colors, your other colors. It ramps you into all of your spells. It's hard to get mana screwed. It's just a really efficient... It's really efficient at everything it does. Okay, so I can actually double creature swing. My opponent has had, like, the god tier opener out of whatever they're playing. I don't even know what they're playing, but I'll tell you, the cards they have in play are lining up phenomenally for them. Not ideal for us. Alright, 8 damage. Let's get... I think actually just another island. Yeah, another island's fine here. I do have an answer to a bunch of stupid tokens, if that's what they do. And of course it is, why wouldn't it be? Let's... Yep, that's fine. Let's play loot. I can lightning bolt twice? But that's not smart, so... I should just draw... Actually, you know what we should do is this. Oh, no, I can't. Alright, I can't. Alright, so we swing here and here. And probably draw 6. I could double lightning bolt. I could actually just double lightning bolt. But drawing 6 is, like, just insanely good. Like, how do you not draw 6? There's no way I don't draw 6. Oh, they didn't block loot. They would have taken 6 damage and 6 from loot. That's a lot of damage, actually. Hey, we have River's Rebuke. Oh, it's looking really good here, too. Alright, that works out. Let's get rid of Stompy. Any way to balance green? Oh, no. Nope. That's just the format. That's just the format. Alright, so I lost River's Rebuke? Right? Yeah. Do they see the new card? No. This is Ward 1, so they still lose anyways? My opponent had a god tier opener. And I still beat it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you're dead. Just making sure. Oh no, they gained 4. They gained 4. They have to do it now. You have to do it now. You have to do it now. They didn't do it! They didn't do it. Okay. They didn't do it. Yeah. Well, now they can't go for it, obviously. Sure. If I had 1 extra mana, we could have, Okay, they didn't take what I would have taken, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, never mind. I got caught up thinking something else that's just not the case here. Okay. They're still dead? I think they're still dead, right? So... kill? No. We need to force the issue. What am I talking about? Why am I... Why am I so confused right now? I don't have to be confused. Fireball copy on the maze mine? What? Okay, there it is. I got confused about them not doing something that, well, it just didn't matter. Alright, so they didn't gain life, and now they're dead. There we go. We copy this 3 times. Okay. Look at that. Alright, we did it. We did it. That Maze Mine's Tome almost had me confused, but fortunately it didn't do it in the long run. It would be cool to see a format singleton that has no mana in it. You just can't cast ramp spells. That'd be kind of neat. That'd be your biggest, by far, your largest solution to that. Just be like, you can't play extra mana sources. It's just 1 land a turn from both opponents. Both players, I mean. The words are all jumbled up today. What am I playing against? Okay. Let's get rid of... I don't think I'm ever casting Summon Bahamut. That doesn't look like it. So, be gone. Just pass. Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, but sure. Just no additional mana sources a turn, and your singleton 100 card formats. So, what is going on here? Okay. Let's get Command Tower? I just meant no additional mana, just 1 land a turn. Just 1 land a turn. Yeah, I want to make sure I can draw 3. It almost didn't let me draw 3 there, that's funny. Or the way it was going to tap was not going to let me draw 3. That would have been really annoying. Enigma Jewel is good. Well, it almost got me. Kind of. Oh, well, I mean, it was really just a synthesizer. I have my Yu-Gi-Oh deck from a kid, but I don't know. It's like the Pokemon TCG I just feel like when I'm playing it, it just like would feel kind of cringe. I just feel a little cringe. But that's just me, you know. If you like it, you like it. It's cool. I would argue probably Pokemon has it worse for me in my head than Yu-Gi-Oh. But not by much. Oh, Llanowar Elves. How you doing? It's okay, I forgive you. You've been here enough today. I don't need you. Want to turn one every game? Yu-Gi-Oh is a confusing game. If you don't know what's going on, you just sort of... Alright, well, I'm in no position to respect anything. I'm just going to cast cards here. If you kill those, cool. If you don't, cool. It's fine by me. I would have been hard-pressed to not cast that on this. Huh. Surprised they didn't do that. Okay, that's a... Yeah, Llanowar Elves still doing stuff here. Still doing stuff. Magic has a lot of interaction between the players. Like, the game is just infinitely more deep than those other kind of things going on. I'm gonna just do this for 3 and not cast my commander. Let's get... We could get this, but I think I would rather just get this. It plays around an Edict, it gives me a mana. That's okay. I could get Go-Go, but that's greedy and slow and not necessary. So they can't block my commander. Just can't block it. Which is funny. This is Ward 1? Ward 2. Did I play a land? I did not. We draw. Wait a minute. As long as there are 4 more types, it's maximum access 3. Your upkeep, each player draws 2. 1, 2, 3, so we will draw now. Because playing a land is worth it if I find a land, and I did. So, Beast, and we can cast that too, so that works out. Get rid of you. Worth it. I have not lost to this in Standard before, so let's see what happens. It'd be kind of cool. Draw a card, sure. Some Bahamut might just be lights out, though. Let's go to combat. Yeah, let's go to combat. It's worth it. Take 4, and then we just cast some Bahamut. Laugh all the way to the bank. Yeah, isn't it like a bajillion turn 0 wins and stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh? Or you just like shuffle and watch someone win? I don't know. Not interesting to me. Alright, so Giant must answer threat number 5. Actually, let's play Bonnie. Yeah, we want to play this, actually. Can't copy that. Swing. Get that. Oh, it only has one format? There's no, like, standard in Yu-Gi-Oh? That sounds nightmarish. Oh, man. Okay, so they do that. They take 4. What does this do? Adds 2. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, let's copy the ability. Because I'm not going to use it very it's not likely to be used later. Alright, let's get rid of you and you. No. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of these 2. I don't even know if my hand matters that much anyway, so. This has to find a board wipe. There's nothing else Jund can do here. So they're going to lose their commander. And then they'd be tapped out and take 4. Unless there's some crazy stuff here, but I think that's the only thing. They take 7? Although I probably draw 3. That is not a board wipe. Alright. Cool. I like it. Let's win anyways. Because I said so. You. Oh, I get to copy it. Hey. I mean, it didn't have to. I didn't have to, but who doesn't like a double overrun? Look at that. It did something. Had a great deal of success with this strategy, which I suppose isn't too big of a surprise, because Bonnie Paul, again, this is kind of very similar to Bonnie Paul, although Pride never came up, unfortunately. Maybe it's easier in Pride than the other one, but I don't know. Excuse me, this is easier to play in Bonnie than this commander specifically, but either way, I mean, this was okay. Every time, it just feels like every time I cast this, my opponent really wants to kill it, because if they don't, it's just not looking good, right? But it never came up this time. This card has just been really good too, right? It's kind of teetering on the, like, oh, Phyrexian Arena, if you just, one person has it and the other person doesn't, you'll just eventually win or whatever, but it's not quite like that in Standard right now anyways. But I like everything this card is doing, and it is very annoying to deal with. Ketramos can deal with it pretty well, but Ketramos has way more things to worry about than the Frog, anyways, out of a deck like this. Your commander just being a 6-mana 2/4 double strike when it enters draw 3 is just really good. It's like Arcanus, the 6-mana 3/4 that draws 3. It's literally that, but better, because this has haste, so you can do it instantly. There are plenty of games where you can just not play this at 5 and play it on 6. In fact, 99% of the time, you're going to feel like that's the obvious thing to do. But sometimes playing it on 5, when it is the only thing you can do, and you just would otherwise simply pass, you're probably just going to cast it. And at that point, maybe just concede if it dies. But it never came up where that scenario happened, I don't think. Like, I have played this. No, it did. It did. There was I think 1 or 2 games I played this on turn 5, pushed a ton of damage because I did that, but then I didn't get to untap with it or whatever, and it died without doing an ability, which is a very, very negative, that's very bad for you to have that happen, to not at least just draw 3 with your card. So, Commander is very good. I really like Arcanus, and this is just better than that. You also have more than blue, right? You can play red and green, mostly green, and then be like, haha. The mana side did come up a couple times. This does technically once tap for 2 mana, and that did come up. I'm not going to say it doesn't. And the Lightning Bolt comes up plenty of times. Dealing 3 to something is just good. Even face, it's just good. The camera came up a couple times. Go-Go came up a couple times. It's cool to copy the ability and stuff. I do like that. But I wouldn't say it's necessary. You can just not play these kinds of things and play, like, another giant dumb threat, another ramp spell, I guess even a card draw spell. You could try counter spells. I actually took out all of my instant speed things that Bonnie was playing, because it just didn't really seem like I was ever leaving up mana for my opponent's turn that much. I could, but didn't really feel like that was part of the main game plan. It's just tap out, cast your spells. Just because you have blue doesn't mean you need counter spells, and this was a really good example of that. Critterhoof is surprising. Well, no, I guess it's not surprising, but you do not need a lot of creatures for Craterhoof to be lethal, especially if you randomly copy its ability there, and it happens twice on the trigger and stuff like that. So, just a really nice strategy, like an amazing strategy. It covers all your bases except, I guess, the cheese reanimate style things where you're not, if you're not stopping your opponent doing something dumb out of the graveyard, you might start to feel really bad. I only saw that a couple times, and I didn't lose to it every single time, but I don't like playing Graveyard Hate just for the sake of Graveyard Hate. The card would have to really do something else, like Scavenging Ooze or something. I don't want to play Ghost Vacuum. I mean, to be fair, Ghost Vacuum does exile creatures that your deck would love to probably just put into play. Like, imagine Craterhoof didn't work out, and then you just have another one later. Like, it's okay, Ghost Vacuum. You would have to find a card to take out of this deck to do that, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. But yeah, all three abilities are relevant, and you just don't... I would say if you want to really go in on Temur, your deck would probably look very different from this, but I would argue this is probably around the best kind of thing to do with loot, and really all Temur commanders, is to really minimize red and just play the two colors that are vastly superior at what you're trying to pull off. Right? If you're trying to be super aggressive, then red is obviously going to pull ahead of the other ones a bit in a certain way, but nothing's really going to beat Llanowar Elves in turn 1 and a green spell that ramps you on 3 or even 2, and then, you know, this is just scary. It doesn't even need to be green, but it is. Like, this is just a scary card, it just happens to be in green. It could have been maybe... Yeah, it could have been in white, too, as well. Green's probably where it makes most sense. Omen Path could have been a 3... Actually, maybe want it to just be a 3-mana ramp spell. I do like the idea of pulling lands out of your deck, especially 60 cards. I've actually been seeing this card more and more. When it first came out, no one seemed to like it. And I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of just solid. It's slow, but it's not that slow, you know? And it effectively draws 5 cards. It's just a 4-mana draw 5 that you don't have to cast those cards. They just enter tapped, and you don't have to think about it or anything. You have any kind of landfall nonsense like Mossborn Hydra or, I mean, even Lumbering World Wagon. It's just fine. You're literally just playing 2 lands a turn. So, but it could just be a 3-mana ramp spell. There's plenty that I wasn't running. Or even Buried Treasure, whatever, like the 2-mana Mana Rock. Or just a Mana Dork on 2. Could have just been that as well. I felt like the top end was a bit light, but that ended up not quite being the case. There was 1 or 2 games where I'm like, oh, I'm running out of ways to win the game. And then I won the game anyways. So I guess I didn't actually need more crazy, giant, dumb things. I don't know how many of these are even all that correct. Like, this might not be the Pride deck, but I don't know. Every time it was in play, which I think was twice. Yeah, I think only twice. It was really scary. I didn't ever activate it, but my opponent, you have to respect this thing. Like, it's not just a 2/15 that blocks really everything in the game. It also does other things that can be completely egregious. Even if it does draw, what does it be, 4 cards? Yeah. If you... Another thing, because this actually is double strike, again, it never happened, though. You actually draw, like, 8 cards off your commander, I'm pretty sure. It's just toughness, right? Yeah. So, this is... I think this is just fine. This ability, that 4-mana ability, is probably going to win the game if it hits your opponent with any respectable-sized creature. Even if it's just 2, it's kind of like a 4-mana draw 2. It doesn't feel great, but, like, you know, it's still just drawing cards. It's very scary, I feel. And, yeah, but loot, just drawing 3 every time you play it, is so insane. That's just insane. Your opponent's, like, without counter spells, this is going to always draw 3 if you want it to, right? And your opponent can kill it, but they just let you draw 3 later, again, because they killed it. So you're not really that upset. In fact, the way games went, I don't think I even want Splash Portal anymore. It could just be a different card. I never really felt like I had to reset this. The first time you draw 3 is just insane, and if it ever happens again because it dies, you're like, alright, cool. You're playing this kind of deck. You don't even really need your commander in play long term. It can just do the red and the blue one once, and then maybe the green one if you need the mana for something explosive, and then it doesn't matter anymore. And a lot of people just want to kill your commander because it's your commander, and that just resets this thing. So it's like Frogify or bust, or just, eat it. Just take it to the chin and then wait it out and hope you can just not lose to the 2/4. You can be scared that your opponent can flicker and bounce this, but you might be better off just accepting that that's a possibility as opposed to guaranteeing it by killing it. Because then, if you kill it, then obviously it's going to have its thing again because you killed it. So you might be better off just hoping they can't flicker it or something. I don't know. It's just, I can see how this is incredibly annoying to play against because it's like hard to navigate what to do. To stop it. It just feels like it can be actually annoying because if hard removal isn't the answer, it's like, oh, what do we do? Especially if Cavernous Souls and this uncounterable. It's really annoying. But, I mean, same logic with Roxanne, right? You can kill it. Who cares? You just do it again. It's like Counterspell and Frogify. It's kind of the same, actually, in that regard. Except this is way better at recasting itself. This deck specific... I don't think I've played Roxanne in Standard. It's been a while since I've played this, I think, as a commander. This might just be better than Loot because it's got the Golos thing where it can show up every single turn because it ramps itself, which is just gross, and it comes with a ton of damage. And if you give it haste, it's lights out. Right? A lot of those decks do give it haste. They just ramp, cast Roxanne, and assume it's going to be good enough eventually. And, well, sometimes it is. So this card, for the strategy, what it's trying to do, might just be better than Loot. I know you don't have the blue cards, but, you still got the green ones. But, yeah. So, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. The Elvish Refueler would have came up, it seems. It died every time. Yeah, that's true. I guess that's true. What is it called? Yeah, this probably... Loot did die a lot, so untapping with Loot didn't happen actually that much. You are right. That is true. Just another reason to not really care about trying to get extra value from this. Like, same with the camera and the go-go. But alright, I already saw all that, so... Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. GG's.